Hello, hello, hello to all of my amazing Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. We're going to be talking about the minor planet Chiron or Chiron, however you prefer to pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it Chiron, so just letting you know you can pronounce it either way, Chiron or Chiron, but it's a minor planet, right? And so we have 6 planets that are currently retrograde right now, and so Chiron actually represents our desire to heal and make whole, and it can indicate aspects of our lives where we have been wounded. Yes, so it affects every sign. It hits those parts of us where we feel like we need healing, those wounded areas, that wounded part of us, that part where we feel like we're a wounded healer, or we felt like we've been alienated or displaced in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That part of you that feels very vulnerable and raw. That part where if you are able to push through, because right now, currently, we're in a waxing crescent moon. And a waxing crescent moon actually encourages everybody to just continue moving forward positive in a positive light and being operating in faith. Like no matter what else is going on around you, no matter who else is spazzing out, you Leos continue to shine, right? And so the way that Chiron actually affects you is that it taps into those places where maybe somebody told you that you were doing too much, or maybe, to kind of, you weren't allowed to shine in certain spaces. Maybe you weren't allowed to shine as a child. Maybe they told you were doing too much as a child. Maybe you need to go sit down somewhere. You're performing too much. You're doing too much. Or let's say you were in a romantic relationship with somebody and they didn't want you to shine. They kept trying to dim your light. That's where, when Chiron is retrograde, that's where it's hitting that place. Those insecurities where you felt like, those places where you feel like you really, really need to heal. So I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to really, really help you with that, because a lot of people have been very wounded. And when we have these planets go retrograde, we know planets don't move backwards and they don't move slower. It just kind of gives that illusion of that. And I always talk about planets that are retrograde, but I want to bring into focus this one in particular. We already have 6 that are retrograde. The most recent one to go retrograde was Mercury. So we got Mercury, Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, and Uranus that are currently retrograde, right? But also Chiron is retrograde. And like I said, it is that minor planet that represents our desire to heal and make ourselves whole. So you want to go all the way back to whoever made you feel some kind of way about you shining, Leo. Who? Go back in your mind. Who made you feel some kind of way about you shining? Let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Leos as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. I am talking to my caring, out here living a great life, very optimistic, yes, kind and protective natural leaders who are also very loyal, honest, vivacious, humorous, cheerful, warm-hearted, generous, passionate, creative. Lions, yes, gods and goddesses, Leos, I'm talking to you, and you all over the world. So we want to take it all the way back to who made you feel some kind of way. I know people say, oh, nobody can make you feel a certain kind of way. Yeah, if you are vulnerable to them, if you really love a person, you do care about how they feel and what they think, and if they're constantly trying to dim your light, it is going to make you feel some kind of way. Absolutely. Yeah. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's look at this. So by now this is a general reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, go to my website at queenamunra.com and click on schedule your session. Here we have the Hangman. This is where I need you to be real patient with yourselves and dreaming bigger. Dream bigger, right? Because the sun never stops shining even when it's behind the moon. It's illuminating the moon. This is the Judgment card attached to Pluto, which is retrograde right now. I need you all to rise above all of the energies that try to dim your light. I need you to go, when I say go all the way back, even if it was your parents that told you, you need to sit down somewhere, you're doing too much, you're just showing out too much, whatever it is, right? I need you all to be in full Leo mode, because when these planets go retrograde, it is no joke. You already got 6 planets that are retrograde, and then Chiron, which actually went retrograde back in July, but it's going to be retrograde until December 19th. So you want to start focusing on, you know what, being delivered from people's opinions of you. They feel like, you know, I always say this about Leos in particular. Leos and what's the other luminary? Cancer, the moon is theirs. But let's talk specifically about Leos. You're gonna shine regardless. Even if you don't want to shine, you're gonna shine. So people are either gonna love you or they're gonna hate you. There's not gonna be any gray area in between. All you need to do is sit back and just watch their actions, right? They can smile in your face all day long, Leos, but eventually they're going to show who they really are. Either they're going to keep smiling or they're going to start frowning. You know what, Leo, you always showing off. You're always doing X, Y, and Z. Okay, boom, there's the answer right there. Or they're going to be right there cheering you on. Ooh, I love it, right? We also would have the Empress card, right? So I see a lot of you all like really giving birth to things on the World Wide Web. This is what I'm seeing for a lot of you all. So go where you're appreciated, not where you are tolerated. Say it again. Go where you are appreciated, not where you are tolerated. There have been people around you who have been trying to dim your light your entire life because maybe you're attractive, maybe you look different than the rest of your cousins or friends or whatever, whomever they are. Maybe you graduated from school and they didn't. Maybe you belong to a fraternity or sorority, they not, whatever. Whatever it is that sets you apart, that cause people to alienate you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, now you're going to flip that around and use it to share with the world, to help heal the world. Again, go where you are appreciated and not where you are tolerated. This is the message that I have for you. We have the 7 of Pentacles. A lot of you all have been doing a lot of work, a lot of shadow work, a lot of just spirit work, just working on yourselves, like really trying to pull it all together. It's going to show in your money. Expect to receive a lot of money that you're helping to heal a lot of people, because that's the part of you that was wounded, right? Here we have the King of Cups, right? So meditation is going to be one of your best friends. Yeah. Activating your crown chakra, getting to that God level of clarity, Leo. I love it, love it, love it. Expect to see money. Expect to see your business doing extremely well. Expect it. This is where you're going to be a full-on Leo. I talk about this all the time on my channel for every sign, being unapologetically you. I'm telling you, when you are unapologetic, and we're not talking about ego, we're not talking about arrogance, we're not talking about any of that. This is you being in full Leo mode. You know that you're a very caring person. These cards are flying out. We're going to go with the cards that are flying out. You know that you're a very caring person. You know that you have already spoken into existence this great life that you want for yourself. Start saying, I live a great life. Not I want to live a great life or I will live a great life. I am living a great life. I live a great life. You know that you're a natural healer. You know that you're kind and protective. You know that you're a loyal person. You know that you are vivacious. You know that you're humorous, have people cracking up laughing. You know that you're cheerful, that you're warm-hearted, that you're generous, that you're passionate, that you're a very creative person. Again, I'm going to say it again for the people who didn't hear me or the people way in the back of the nosebleed seats. Leos, go where you are appreciated and not where you are just simply tolerated. That's in your job, that's your romantic relationships, that's your friendships, all of that, right? If people were standing in their power, they wouldn't see you as a problem. Here we have people trying to come back into your space. People want to come back into your space. See, the closer and closer you get to being, you know, really standing in your power and unapologetically standing in your power, they're going to be people who are going to try to come back and appeal to you emotionally. Well, you know, Leo, I was going through X, Y, and Z. But guess what? Now you won't be interested in letting them back in. Not at all. Because you sat down somewhere, a lot of y'all got near a body of water, or you taking a spiritual bath or a spiritual shower or whatever. You started really thinking about some things and started saying, wait a minute, hold on. You know, I am all of that, right? Unapologetically. Here we have the World card, which is attached to Saturn, one of the planets that are retrograde right now. So things are coming full circle for you, Leo. This is what I'm saying. Unapologetically shine. Your ruling planet is the sun. You couldn't help it if you wanted to. I say that a lot on my channel because I'm trying to get somebody to be in full Leo mode. Really be in full Leo mode. A lot of major things happening for you. I see your money getting better. Things are syncing up. They're lining up for you. There's nothing like an unapologetic Leo. I swear. I'm telling you. Don't care what people think, what they say, how they talk about you, whatever. Don't care at all. It's like, listen, I know who I am. I know what kind of heart I have. I know what I have to offer to the universe. Yeah. So I see you balancing out your daily affairs when it comes to your money. So some of you may be still working your regular job while holding your business down or whatever, or vice versa. But I see you being unapologetic about it. I'm also seeing a lot of travel here, a lot of money, a lot of travel. Because again, you don't care what people think anymore. It's like, listen, people have been trying to dim my light since I was a kid. Hey, try something different. Good luck with that. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles, legacy wealth, more money. The majority of cards I'm looking at here is so much money, Leos. You can't afford, let me tell you, you can't afford to not be in full Leo mode, okay? Listen, we have the Sun card. This is your card. This is where you're committed to being a full-on Leo. Again, living a great life. See how this person is grounded? See this grass right here? So they're receiving energy from the ground. Remember, you're all givers. Now it's time to receive. You're receiving from the ground. Blue is associated with water, but also your throat chakra. You're not even going to be when I say unapologetic, that's an understatement. The sun, your ruling planet, fire. Of course, the person is breathing. You see a skirt or something blowing in the wind, so that's air. So you're committed to living your fullest life. Now, of course, you know you're gonna have, and I want you all to start expecting greater things to happen, right? Expect to be wealthy. Seriously, come on now. Expect to be wealthy. Expect to travel. Expect for your business to do better than you could have ever imagined. Expect it to happen and expect people to be upset. It's going to be a lot of people standing around y'all looking like they've been sucking on lemons their whole lives. But guess what, Leo? Not your not your problem. Not your problem. Expect for your business to do well. You're doing yourself a huge disservice by not shining, okay? And again, so when Chiron is retrograde, which it is right now, like I said, I'm going to run this back because I need people to understand. Maybe you weren't allowed to shine in that romantic relationship, like fully shine. Maybe people kept trying to dim your light. Why is it that every time we go somewhere, people want to talk to you? Because I'm the sun. I mean, why else? Because I'm warm. Because I care. I genuinely care. They're picking up on that energy that I genuinely care about people. That I'm optimistic. Let me hold it up to remind you that I'm a loyal person. They're picking up on that energy. They're picking up on that honest energy. They're picking up on that warm-hearted energy. They're picking up on that sense of humor that I have. They're picking up on that creative energy. They're picking up on that passion, right? That's what's going to draw. And so when you all are in receiving mode, let all of the people be exposed around you. Let everything happen. It doesn't matter who's exposed, Leo. Let it be exposed. And then you start making some decisions from there. Let's pull an oracle card. Let's pull an oracle card. Yes. So again, Chiron indicates an aspect of our lives where through no fault of our own, you've been wounded in some way. You can't help that you're a Leo. See, as a fixed sign, I don't want you all to get fixated on who has an issue with you. Because really it's an issue. They have an issue with themselves. When you're operating fully in your strength and in your power, it's easy to see who's not. This card came out for somebody else. Okay. On every step of my journey, I proceed without preconceptions. Yes. Yeah, I proceed without preconceptions. Yeah. And then the mystery of life is your mystery to solve. Love it. Yes. So whoever tried to dim your light, it could have been your mother, it could have been your father, it could have been your siblings. I'm talking about go all the way back to childhood. You're going to remember exactly who told you that you were doing too much, right? You're going to remember exactly who it was. Even if your whole family was very supportive, hey, Leo, you know, all of that. I'm seeing somebody dancing for money. And I'm not talking about a stripper. I'm talking about like when you're, you know, y'all are kids and they're like, oh, do that little dance, baby. um, and somebody giving you like, you know, a couple of coins or whatever, like 50 cents or whatever, or like a dime or whatever, dancing. And it's just for fun, you know, like with kids. But wherever you can recall when a person told you that they had a problem with you shining in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or they tried to make you feel some kind of way, that's what Chiron is speaking to for Leos in particular. That part of you where you felt like someone was trying to someone in some way was trying to block you from shining, you know, like really, really block that. And so this is where you're going to really start uncovering your creativity. And this is where you're going to inspire other people to find their creative courage, right? That's what I'm saying. You're doing a disservice to yourself and to the world when you're not in full Leo mode, because people are going to be drawn from your creativity, because that's what I'm seeing in somebody's business. Somebody's business is like just your creativity is going to inspire the world. And that's what I'm seeing here. Things are coming full circle for you. So you had to go through a couple of things in your lives where maybe your growth was stifled because of who you were in a relationship with, or, you know, who your friends were, you know, or whatever. But that's what I'm seeing for you, Leos. So I'm going to meet back up with you all on Sunday, but I wanted to put this video out here. We're going to talk about Chiron because it's affecting a lot of people. It's like really hitting to those areas, those bruised areas, those, but for you, like I said, you want to be in full Leo mode because your creativity is going to give the courage to other people to be creative themselves. That's what I have for you, Leos. Have a great one. Bye.